Abbas ibn Firnas was a very creative engineer and inventor who successfully constructed the first successful flying machine. Abbas ibn Firnas was the first person who tried to fly in the air early in 9th century. Aylmer of Malmesbury was an 11th century English Benedictine monk best known for his early attempt at a gliding flight using wings. The first parachute had been imagined and sketched by Leonardo da Vinci in the 15th century. Cayley established the modern configuration of an airplane as a fixed-wing flying machine with separate systems for lift, propulsion, and control as early as 1799. See Silver Disc machine. In 1804 he flew the first successful glider model of which there is any record.
August 28, 1883, John Montgomery soared at about 600 feet. The Montgomery glider's success demonstrated aerodynamic principles and designs fundamental to the modern aircraft. On the 12th of November 1894, Lawrence Hargrave attached himself to a train of tandem box kites and became the first Australian to fly. But it was his discoveries in aerodynamics and mechanical engineering that forever changed the course of aviation. Carl Wilhelm Otto Lilienthal was a German pioneer of aviation who became known as the Flying Man. He was the first person to make well-documented, repeated, successful flights with gliders. The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, were two American aviation pioneers generally credited with inventing, building, and flying the world's first successful motor-operated airplane. It was on November 12, 1906, when Santos Dumont flew a kite-like contraption with boxy wings called the 14 bis some 722 feet 220 meters on the outskirts of Paris. It being the first public flight in the world, he was hailed as the inventor of the airplane all over Europe. Alberto Santos Dumont was a Brazilian aeronaut, sportsman, inventor. The Blériot 11 is a French aircraft of the pioneer era of aviation. The first example was used by Louis Blériot to make the first flight across the English Channel in a heavier-than-air aircraft, on the 25th of July 1909. This flight TP speed is 76 km per hour. On November 1, 1909, he began the construction of his first powered airplane, the A-NR-I at the Army Arsenal in Bucharest. On September 28, 1910, as a part of the fall military exercises, Blaicu flew his airplane from Slodina to Piatra Old carrying a message, an early instance of an airplane being used for military purposes. British aviators John Alcock and Arthur Brown made the first ever non-stop transatlantic flight in June 1919. They flew a modified First World War Vickers Beamy bomber from St. John's, Newfoundland, to Clifton, County Galway, Ireland.